At this point, the Lions can only control what they can control. Let's Talk Lions. Welcome back to an all-new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. My name is Jay. Thank you for hanging out this Victory Monday following that Chicago Bears slaughter. That's exactly what that was. You heard Dan Campbell talking about, you saw the quote in the middle of the game, him saying the best thing that was for us was losing this game. Sometimes you need to get your face kicked in so that you can turn it around and really be who you are. And so that's what we saw Detroit do yesterday, shutting down the run game. Obviously, Justin Fields, that man can run. That man can run 4 days. Pretty sure he put up 136 yards total. But outside of Justin Fields, Chicago Bears run game was non-existent. The rookies, we sacked Justin Fields 7 times. That is unheard of. And 3 of those coming from James Houston. So this Detroit Lions D-line, these young guys, this team that we are watching unfold before our eyes is going to be a terror in the NFL. Now, coming into this season, I said that the Detroit Lions would go 8-9 and that everything would come down to week 18 against the Packers in Lambeau. It was also my prediction that the Lions would lose that game and that we would miss the wild card because of it. And here we are.
How did it come to this?
Kind of wild, actually. In fact, preseason, my brother was buying tickets to a Bills game. I was going to go meet him out there, and he said, hey, week 18, I'm going to go watch us stomp the Pats. I said, I can't go because I believe the entire season will come down to week 18, and I have to be there for that. So here we are, and it is what it is. This game is insane, and the craziest part about it is Seattle winning last night puts Detroit in a situation where we do not control our own destiny. However, we can only control what we can. The best thing right here when you're looking at this game is if Seattle wins and Detroit wins, Seattle gets that number 7 wild card. Detroit is bumped out. We do not make the playoff race, and that is it for the season. However, if Seattle wins and Green Bay wins, Green Bay will actually trump over Seattle. And I don't know about you, feeling 22. The last thing that I want to see is to see Aaron Rodgers and his arrogant head make it into the playoffs. So this game not only matters for Detroit to win just to put ourselves in the playoff race, but to keep that mother lover out. I'm just saying. So if Seattle loses, Detroit wins, we're in. Seattle loses, Green Bay wins, Green Bay's in. Seattle wins, we win, Seattle's in. Seattle wins, Green Bay wins, Green Bay is in. It's a weird situation, and it brings you back to that game against Seattle that, God, do I wish we won. Losing that 48-45, that was back when Seattle had a run game. It's going to be a wild Saturday or Sunday. I don't even know. It's all TBD at the moment. I have not seen when the game will be playing, when we will be playing, when the game will be airing. However, my God, is it going to be wild. Now, this Detroit Lions team is different. This is a different Detroit Lions team than we saw for the first 7 games of the year. Jamal Williams had a day yesterday. Also, DeAndre Swift looked like himself. He looked healthy. He looked good. He had that beautiful spin out in the pocket. There was nowhere to go. There was no room, no hole, and he made it. And he made it happen. So seeing DeAndre Swift be there, be who we need him to be, beautiful. Jamison Williams on that pitch back run out to the right. The Detroit Lions going into Lambeau, we know that we have struggled in colder weather. We saw it in Carolina. However, this game in Green Bay is different. You're not playing on turf that is not created for 20 degrees. You're not having to deal with that plus. I think the fact that Detroit coming into this game off of this high win against a divisional opponent after losing to Carolina and spoiling our chances of being in the playoffs where we should be right now, these guys, our men, our Detroit Lions, are feeling different. They're feeling juiced, and they're going to go make it happen against Green Bay. Where my original prediction in the preseason was that the Lions lost this game. The Lions have proven to me that they can and should and will win this game. And I know that's a bold statement, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it because they have proven to me that they can put together a game plan that works, that the offense under Ben Johnson works. Jared Goff, stellar. stellar. Had a stellar game yesterday against the Bears, one that I am so happy for him for having. Like, you look at Goff, you look at all that he's had to go under. I mean, he had a 72% completion percentage. Goff looks good. Yes, I know. People are going to point to cold weather. However, the competitor in the bones going into this game against a Green Bay team that is making do right now, but I do not believe that they are a good team. They make it into the playoffs, they get clapped week 1. Compared to the Detroit Lions getting into their playoffs, that first round against Minnesota, if Minnesota's the 2 seed, I think we beat them. So I do believe that the Detroit Lions are the better team going into this Green Bay game. I'm just hoping it's not an 8 p.m. game and it's 20 degrees. However, no matter what, win or lose, the Lions have proven that they will be a force and a terror for years to come. The rookies shaping up to be high caliber, high quality players, and it is exciting. So we will break down this Packers-Lions game, but for now, pick up your torch, light it, and let's freaking go. Because this game, it all comes down to, and again, if we win, Seattle wins, you know what, man? I'm so proud of our guys. I am so proud of the coaching staff, for the players, for everything that has been done here, and I'm excited for the future. Whether the Lions make it into the playoffs or not, they have turned it around. And this team next year will be a force to be reckoned with. So that is it. That is it for today. We will cover the Packers-Lions coming up here this week. But that is it. I will catch you next time on Let's Talk Lions.